Welcome to Best Thing This Week. This is Fandom Foundry's show all about the things that made our week just that much better. I am joined this week, thankfully, with a guest, and that guest is Clint from Spreading the Nerd. Clint, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for having me on your show here. This is awesome to be getting my foot in the door at the start of it. I feel like I'm very honored to be here. So thank you.
Excellent. We've got 1 hour, one decision, Mr. Chris Johns in the chat. Thank you, Chris. We're happy to see you. This was the last minute decision to go live. They asked me, are we going live? I'm like, I don't know if I scheduled and I didn't really tell anybody. I'm like, oh, I did schedule it. Oh, nuts. But I didn't tell anybody. So if you do a podcast, you didn't tell anybody, did it really happen? Well, it is happening. We're live. I'm really having a good time with the live broadcast. I try not to get too wacky with the drops, Clint. Because that can get a little out of control morning zoo.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you gotta bleep somebody or have a good quote. So this is week 3. So this is our look back on all the cool things we did. And I should call it the best thing last week, but you know what? We're talking about it now.
It works.
I don't know why you keep saying my full name. I am not trying to dox Chris John. Chris John. Yeah, I'm calling you that. Yes. But yeah, so we're going to talk about a couple of shared things, and then we're going to talk about individual things. But I figure it's appropriate, Clint, to talk about a movie. So why don't you talk about the one movie we did not watch together, and then we'll talk about the movie we did watch together.
So last night I watched Bring Her Back, which is an A24 horror film. I believe it's originally from Australia. This at the beginning of this trailer, it's like basically a cult thing is kind of showing you how if they kill somebody and then they possess another body, then they have to eat that dead body and throw up on another body, and it brings that soul back from the dead. It's messed up. But so then it fast forwards to this family here. The 2 kids, their father dies, and the person who brings them in is this lady that recently lost her blind girl, and one of the kids that she adopts or is fostering is blind, who did a phenomenal job. She's actually blind in real life too, and she did a fantastic job. Yeah. I think it's her first film as well. So this person that's just on there in the tub there is like the vessel that has to basically eat the dead person to bring life back to the old body. It wasn't really scary. It was more just disturbing type of thing. And also there was I watch lots of things with gore and stuff, and nothing really affects me. But there were several moments in this film where I just kind of grabbed the chair and the couch and just pushed myself back, oh my God, when is this going to be over? Because it was just like teeth and skin, and it's just but it was very good. I liked it. It's another A24 movie in my book that's good. I don't think I've seen a bad A24 film. I haven't seen them all, but usually if I see A24, I'm all about it. So very, very good film if you don't want to be scared, but a gory, creepy thing. Definitely.
Wow. Yeah, Chris says, oh, that lady from the Guillermo del Toro movie about the fish guy. Yes, Chris, that movie.
That's the one.
yes, the fish guy. Yeah, what was it? The water? Yeah, no, I can't even think of the movie.
Is it not The Way of Water? I know which one you're talking about, but yeah. The one that almost
guy.
Yeah.
Now, so when I saw this movie, I wasn't sure what to think. And it looks like our eyes in this movie is a boy or a teen that's brought into care for the kids.
Yeah. So the mother this is the girl that's being shown here. She is the foster parent, and she immediately wants these 2 because one of them's blind. The other one is a brother, and the brother's like, I'm not leaving her. So she, throughout the movie, turns the sister against the brother to try to get the brother away.
She
it's
needs
kind of
that
like the
vessel. She needs that vessel. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, she needs to kill the blind lady. This other kid that was in the tub is another person she kidnapped. She did the cult spell on her, and that one needs to eat the blind girl, throw up basically into her daughter, who she has frozen in a in a big freezer to bring her back to life. So yeah, it pans. It doesn't completely pan out, but yeah, there's definitely
What? It doesn't go well?
yeah, it doesn't go well. There are some surprising twists though that are like, oh damn, I didn't see that coming. But it's good if you're into like a thriller, not jump scare, but cringe, like not
Mhm.
cringe in a bad way, but let's just like horror, just like I can't.
Unsettling, right? It's like
Yes,
that,
yes,
what
that's the word.
where is this going? And I would just
Yeah.
think of like, how did she come up with this plan? Has she seen this work before? She saw it
Yeah,
online? I
supposedly she
mean,
come across this like VHS video of it done
oh,
from another family type of thing, and that white ring is like a protection for that person that she kidnapped can't go
oh
across it
boy.
type of thing. Um, yeah, so the brother kind of finds out deep diving, looking into things and stuff that this kid is actually a missing kid.
Oh
Because the
boy.
spell doesn't
Wow.
make the kid can't talk or anything. So, yeah, it's pretty creepy at times for sure, but very
And I
very
just
good.
so hypnotized, so I because I'm like, well, how do you sell? Oh, here's some meat.
Yeah,
Or yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's the feel-good movie of the summer.
It is. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, look at that. Matthew Keel in the chat. Matt, what's up? That's infinite_rewind, one of the coolest dudes around. Yeah, Matt was supposed to be a guest last week, but we're gonna reschedule, so we'll have a good time. So well, yeah, now this is in theaters, or is it already
It was already in theaters. It's I watched it streaming on HBO Max. It's
Oh,
on there.
okay. Well, there you go. It's readily available
Yep.
if you don't want to watch it. So,
Yes.
but you know what? I was curious about this film. I'm glad I got to ask you those questions. When it comes to horror films, sometimes I will think, should I just like read what happened? Just
Right.
because, like, that one movie where, oh, what's the name of the movie? It's very disturbing, where the mother essentially turns into almost like a demon because their
Um.
daughter got
Yeah.
decapitated while they were driving, or why the son was driving with the daughter, and
It's not Hereditary, is it?
it was Hereditary,
Yeah.
yes. And then
Yeah.
like she's clinging to the sides of things, and oh, it looks so like
It's yeah. Yep.
brutal.
Yeah. More like that. It's more like that underneath
Okay.
your skin type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, like The Babadook is one of my favorite films, but man, that movie
Mhm.
freaked me out, but I love it. Oh, well, okay. Well, let's move on to a feel-good movie, and that
Yeah.
feel-good movie is Tron Ares. So, this is, let's see, I think we're averaging about 20 to 15 years between each film, the way it's worked out, because I believe the first film was 1983. Then the second film came out in 2010, so about 17 years, and then was that 2015? No, 2010, and this is 15 years later, Tron Ares. So we had Tron Legacy, Tron Ares, and then there was also a Tron animated series that was on Disney XD, which I did not watch. Did you watch that, Clint?
I did not watch the series. No.
I heard it was good. There's been some video games, things like that, but
Yeah,
I remember.
there was a PS3 game that was actually pretty solid. I liked that one
Oh,
actually.
yeah, I remember that. I think I might
It
even
wasn't like
own it.
fantastic, but it was
No.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, I might even own that game. And there was a recent Tron game that came out. So I think there's even like a Telltale like Tron game out. So a lot of ways to experience Tron, surprisingly, considering how big this franchise is, which is it's more of a cult film series than it is really hugely widely
Right,
popular.
right.
So I remember seeing the original Tron in my high school. No, high school. What are we talking about? Elementary school cafeteria on a rainy day. They bring out the projector, and Tron just happened to be one of the films. I saw it, and I was blown away. Needless to say,
Yep.
Todd, at that age, was like, "Wow, this is the coolest thing in the history." Then Legacy came out, and that was a surprise, being a sequel. And then the soundtrack by Daft Punk,
Oh,
amazing.
fantastic.
And then we got this movie, surprisingly, that was released because I think Disney's like, well, we made an amusement park ride. We got to make a movie so people know why we made an amusement park ride. so there we go.
Right.
And then this film, I mean, it's obviously it's a sequel, but it doesn't really involve anyone from the last film, and it also now has Trent Reznor doing the soundtrack, and apparently he was a executive producer on this film too.
Yeah.
So how did you see this film, Clint?
So I saw it for the first time, or not the first time. Yes, the first time for the film as well. The first time in an AMC theater, which I did not. I have not been to before. I've always been to just kind of like your local theater, not a huge chain. We have like a Regal around, but it's usually just like smaller ones, stuff like that. So yeah, I went and saw it in an AMC theater, which was the first time I've ever done that. And the prices were fine. Nothing was out of the ordinary with that. The only thing that was weird for me was the fact that there was literally 30 minutes of trailers before it started.
Oh yeah.
And it warns you when you buy the tickets. It's like showtime is at 8, but it doesn't start until like 20 to 30 minutes afterwards. And I'm like, what is that? So I had to like Google it. And yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they play ads or trailers. Thankfully, it was just trailers, but like half an hour seems to be a bit much. Like I love trailers, but if a movie is 2.5 hours long or something and it starts at 8, 9 o'clock and you're watching another half hour of trailers on top of that, it's like, I don't know. It's a lot. But seats were comfortable. I did like how you could get the different popcorn buckets and stuff like that. I didn't get one. I kind of regret it now. I kind of want the Tron one now because of all the lights and stuff.
What is it? I haven't seen that. Which one? What is it like?
So it's like a square kind of bucket, or it's like square at the top and then it goes small at the bottom, but then it has like an LED light at the bottom that flashes red and blue, and so it makes the bucket turn neon red and neon blue with like some bikes at the bottom. They also have a cup too that does the same thing with a neon light at the bottom that makes like the drink look red or blue.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully that they don't block advertisements for food.
That's the popcorn. Yeah, that's one of the popcorn buckets. Yep.
Oh my God. I was like, how are they going to put popcorn in it? Oh, it's see-through and the wheels are what holds it, and it's vertical.
Yep. I didn't see that one there, or else I might have grabbed it.
$75. Like the Galactus one was a lot. Like $80. Remember when Charlie bought that? I'm like, are you insane?
They're so expensive. But I don't think I have any expensive ones. The only one that was expensive. That's the one, I think. No, that's the tumbler. Or maybe that's what I thought was the popcorn.
Power Up Your Refinement has glowing red circuitry.
No, that wasn't it. There was another one.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's
amazing you could say, well, there's another tumbler. There's another popcorn for Tron. Oh, is it this one? Okay.
Maybe that's
literally.
Yeah. Okay, and then it like lights up the lines like light up and stuff. That's pretty cool. And I am definitely one of those people that have fallen into the popcorn bucket trap, because I'll watch movies here and stuff and I'll, make popcorn, but I don't think I have any like expensive ones. I have the Ghost of Yote one. That's really cool. And the Dune 2 one, the sandworm one. Those are my favorites.
Well, at least let's say this is practical though, because it actually is a bucket versus the other things, which is like a vessel that may hold like a handful of
couple
popcorn.
handfuls. Yeah.
And does like can you move the motorcycle around, or is it stuck?
I think you can move it around like a little
Oh,
bit.
okay,
It's kind of cool.
That's you know what, and then you can
Cool.
with AMC. Wonder if you can bring it back and refill it for free.
I'm not sure. That was one thing that I don't know about the popcorn, but it was like you could just basically come and go with the drinks. I saw you could do that at that AMC,
Yeah.
no matter like the size. So
Yeah. So there's a lot of comments in the chat. So essentially, yes, the trailers might not be able to be shown on YouTube as we're doing this. So if you're watching this, we understand we're learning as we go, so that's okay. But they do allow us to show a popcorn bucket from AMC. So we've shown all the popcorn buckets now. It's very exciting. So I'm a little jealous that I didn't get this one. That's pretty cool. But there's some of the comments about your the trailer piece and the commercial piece. I think you're lucky to have gotten a warning. My movie theater tells me nothing. Like it just I could be there for 15, 30 minutes. Don't know.
Yeah, I went to the actual AMC website and it was on there. But it was in small print, like at the top, and everything. So and it was mixed in with everything, so it was hard to see. But yeah, it's just like half an hour is a bit much. Even though I love the trailers, I do love trailers, but I was like, eh.
There's some points about that. So I think trailers are cool. Ads suck. I do not want to see ads in the movie theater.
No, I don't want to see ads. Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't ads. Thankfully, because if I had
and then they show you an ad about the movie theater. Like I go to Marcus Theaters, and now it's got the guy from Marcus Theaters with Aziz Ansari pitching the movie that's going to be coming out, and also talking about the movie theater. I'm like, oh my god. So it's just like, and then Matt's saying, wait. Are folks unaware of just how long it takes for a movie to start? And I'm like, the problem is we don't know how long it takes. It's like, is it 5 minutes? Is it 20?
And that was the thing. I was like, we were at dinner before, and I was like, I guess we can get there for 8, but I was like, what if we get there for like maybe 8:15, 8:30? And it was half an hour to the T. And I was like, oh my God. So basically all my popcorn and drink were gone at that point because
oh yeah.
I'm one of those people that eats it all at the beginning.
I think that's more common. Like myself, though, I was starving, so I was too late. So I got fried ravioli at the movie theater, and I got a little note of when it would be ready, and I had to go at like 15 minutes after the movie started because I couldn't get it early enough to get it working. So, oh well, I'm lame. But yeah, I mean, of course, you picked something messy in a movie theater and you get cheese on you. It's pretty bad. Yeah, and apparently, Clint, there's comments about this is the bucket cast. You know what? I appreciate a good popcorn bucket.
All right, I'll go grab
no
a couple.
haters.
But while I'm going to grab these real quick, I don't know why it popped in my head, but was there a time, and I'll be able to hear you, was there a time when you were like a kid going to the movies and you like snuck in food? Did you sneak in anything like crazy, like a foot-long sub in your pants or anything like that?
Tots in my pocket. Yeah, popcorn, shrimp, cocktail. No, yes, I have snuck things in, fruit snacks, maybe gummies, things like that. The thing I remember the last time I snuck something into movie theater, I was seeing the Batman, and it was just after COVID was finally like going away, we could see movies. I went to one of the worst movie theaters in the world to see the Batman because we were going near a movie theater near my friend, and it was 3 of us, and he just gave each other beers. So each had 2 beers, which was a mistake because it's a long movie. You're getting up, you're going to the bathroom, and I have a notorious little bladder. So, oh my goodness, it was bad experience. Plus, I had to go to the bathroom a couple of times. Then, yeah, it didn't work out well. So, but I mean, a lot of theaters now they serve alcohol at movie theaters.
Yes, yeah.
So it's not unthinkable. And Matt's saying he snuck a 3-course meal into a theater. Hors d'oeuvres, Matt? Are we talking like?
I just asked because I was talking about this stuff, and I remember being a kid and not being the smartest person, and I brought up the foot-long sub because I did that with my friends. We like put it in our pants, and we're like kind of like walking. I think the best one ever though is that we actually went and got Chinese from across the street, and we snuck in Chinese somehow. Like each
like
one of us
takeout buckets,
small little takeout. So as we're eating it, the entire theater just smelt of Chinese chicken fingers and rice.
Oh, so you're the person we're gonna blame for bringing in stinky food to a movie theater.
Yeah.
It's bad when you're the guy that microwaves a piece of fish at work, but come on. Now you're stuck there for 2 hours.
Yep,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh,
But
Matt says
I don't
4
anymore, though.
apps, 2 mains, 2 sides, and desserts. Are you like wearing
Jeez.
Did
you bring a whole table in there? And
yeah, I'm trying to think like one of those the pockets, like like hey, the guy from Resident Evil selling things, and you're like, I'm not selling, I'm eating, or maybe you're gonna
Yeah.
offer selling. Yeah, you trench
I'll
coat of
buy
many
it at a high
pockets.
price.
Oh my goodness. And then Jason Marshall, Gimpy J. There you go, Jay. How are you doing, man? He says, I purchased the Dune popcorn bucket. I never opened it. Sold on eBay for $150.
I had to get mine off
Well
eBay.
done.
It wasn't 150. I think I paid 55 for mine, I think. But
Oh, I thought you got it.
no, because I don't have one
Okay.
around here. So, and
Oh,
by the
that's
time I saw
right.
it online, it had sold out. Yeah. So I brought a couple. I have a bunch, but just a couple. So this one really quickly is the Lion King one. I thought it was pretty
Oh,
cool.
for the
Oh no,
live
the
action?
Mufasa.
Oh, okay.
So it says Mufasa. It's kind of
It's
like,
like a drum, right?
yeah, it's kind of intricate.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, and
Is it?
decent amount of popcorn in there. Not
Oh
bad.
yeah. Yeah. It's. I mean, hopefully it wasn't too expensive.
That one was like $10.
Oh, there you go. See, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not like a lion roars or
Yeah. And since it's Halloween, we got the It. This one was just free that came,
Oh yeah.
so that was cool. And then of course you've got the famous the famous Dune one. That's it's metal, but you have to like fist this thing to try and get. But you can't.
Clint, you got to use your words correctly. You cannot say
You
that.
can't.
We're gonna get banned.
You can't. The only thing with this is you can't. You can get like one piece of popcorn out, maybe, because you can't get your hand in. Literally, like one piece of popcorn. It's a display, is what it is. It's cool, and as a Dune fan, I had to have it.
Wow.
And then this one I just got recently is actually the Ghost of Yotai popcorn. So it's like one of those like bamboo buckets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Looks like wow. It looks like one of the soy sauce drums.
Yeah. So that was
like an urn. Yeah, it kind of looks neat. Well, I just so bizarre because it's like, what's the movie tie-in? I don't know.
It was from some movie theater. It wasn't like AMC. It's one that Sony owns. So I think it was like Sony was like, "Oh, we're just gonna put this out there."
They own
Was
the
it,
Alamo Draft House.
Thank you. That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you could order it from there.
Sandworm. Well, you know what? Now that we've talked how long about popcorn buckets, let's actually talk about the movie. But yeah, if you want that popcorn bucket, folks, hey, it's probably available because I don't think that many people saw Tron Ares, which
sadly
I get. I totally get it. But this film, I saw it at my local movie theater. I just saw it in standard format. Although now there's like how many formats you can see it in. You can see it in 3D. There was a 3D version. There's also a couple other like Lounge X where it's like got cooled seats, and then there's Screen X. Which, have you seen Screen X yet, Clint?
I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't like seen it. And then that's the one that like wraps around, right? Type of thing.
Yeah, it basically uses very front end and extra screen real estate, and it's not supposed to be all the time,
right?
But
certain scenes or something.
I saw it with Fantastic Four, and I did not like it.
Oh, really?
I felt like it was distracting, and it's because it's not as dark. So if you think about like a movie screen, you need that dark, and then on the sides it was lighter, so you didn't get as good of a picture. So if they can get that figured out, maybe it'll be better.
Okay.
Once again, you're displaying on a wall that is not meant to display. It's like if you got a projector at home, you just put it on a standard wall, and there's also lights kind of near the wall. It's a bad decision. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw it regularly. But Chris says like, Smashing Machine and now Tron. I hope the Running Man does okay. Yeah. I think that's
I hope it
that's
does,
gonna be an
but
interesting
I don't
one.
know. I don't
but
know.
it's going to be an R-rated,
Hmm.
adaptation, basically a pseudo remake of the Stephen King. But Edgar Wright, he's got a fandom, so I think that is
That's
going to
true.
be
That's true.
a big change, and the cast
Yeah.
looks great. So,
Yeah.
so
And
yeah,
if
now
anything,
we
I don't
yeah.
think the it cost as much as like say Tron or whatever. At least I
No,
don't
I
think
don't
so
even think there's
anyways.
probably hardly any special effects in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there theater fatigue, Chris? I think it's just the type of movies that people are willing to go to see in the theater are not every movie these days.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard for me to answer that because I love going to the movies.
Yes, I
So
do too.
it's just like how can you have theater fatigue? It's such a good experience. But I was like, I kind of get it now when I went to AMC and it was half-hour long, you know, ads. It was pricier than what I'm used to paying. And so it was just like, I kind of get it, but I just love the theater. So
Yep. No, I totally get it too. I'll wait till it's on streaming. Absolutely, that has become a
yeah,
thing. Of course, certain movies
most definitely.
you do have to see it in the theater, or you feel like
Hmm.
you lose something along the way.
Yeah.
That for me, that was F1. I wish I would have seen in the theater. Now
Same.
seeing it at home probably will not be as impressive, but you know what? It's probably still worth seeing. So let's actually talk about the movie. I think we're getting distracted. Yeah, Jason, I get wallet fatigue too. Yeah, if you can sign up for like a movie program like AMC Stubs or Marcus Movie, I think those type of programs really help. Or go on Tuesdays where it's cheap movie night. Perfect time to take the family. Oh, we could too, Chris. Just take them to Broadway; it's cheaper. Um,
Probably.
uh, so Tron Ares, I mean, this is essentially takes place. I mean, is it literally like 10 years later?
It's
15 years
not
later?
long. I think, yeah.
Um, and it's essentially brings in a whole new cast. Essentially, new
Hmm.
people are running NCOM, and then you've got the competing Dillinger, who was the antagonist from the first film. Now his grandson has brought the company back and is essentially a challenger to NCOM. They're essentially both working in different areas of high-end technology, but the one thing they both want to do is do some form of basically almost like laser 3D printing, but they can do so through the digital space, and they're challenged with permanence. Like they can't go longer than 29 minutes
Right. Yeah.
and they
Basically, can
dissolve.
bring anything to life, basically, but can't keep it. So now they need that permanence code or whatever.
Yes, which apparently Flynn figured out, and then it becomes like it's almost like that's the holy grail. It's what
Hmm.
both set of teams are trying to do. Dillinger is kind of like the evil corporation, wants to create basically military technology, created the warrior Ares, who basically is amazing at everything he can do and also can be resurrected, which is fine. After 20 minutes, 29 minutes, they go away. It's like a fail-safe code. And while NCOM, they want to do good things in the world with this technology, kind of like solve hunger, all these other things. So it's kind of a dichotomy, of course. And
Right.
so, I mean, we're not going to go through the whole plot, but I mean, realistically, this film was the biggest point of this film was bringing in the digital world to our world. And then we got to go into the digital world a little bit, which was cool. And then we got some really cool throwbacks, which were
Mm.
fun. And then we did at the end of the film, there is a mid-credit scene, but Clint, I failed. I had to go to the restroom. So I ran to the restroom to
Oh
come
no!
back and I missed it. I'm like, crap. So
Have you watched that online?
I kind of know what it is. So I don't
Oh,
want
because
to.
it's like
I heard
so
it's awesome.
good.
And
It's
what it
so
sounded like
good.
sounded awesome, which once again, it's setting something up that may never happen.
And that was the saddest part for me for this movie is that it sets it up so good for a sequel and it's not doing well at all. And I'm just like, "Oh, God, come on. I don't want to wait another 10 years for another reboot or something, or a direct sequel."
So rather than go deep into everything, so pros and cons for yourself.
Um I, I thought Jared Leto was perfectly fine in this. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know the hate towards him. I like him. Maybe I haven't looked into his personality or something. I've heard that he's very like pretentious or something, I guess. But I
Annoying
thought he
method
was fine
actor
in this. Yeah, I
with
thought
this
he
cast.
was. I thought he was good in this. I thought the story was pretty good considering it's like a bad versus good as usual type of thing. But I thought it was good. His the whole like I don't know if it was even like a love interest thing that was going on there. It was kind of like hit or miss. Um, the effects were fantastic, even though the
Yes.
major colors are red and blue. I thought they were just gorgeous with what they did with it. The Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross soundtrack was phenomenal. Loved it.
Well used. Well used.
So good. And I had just come off from seeing Nine Inch Nails like a couple weeks ago live, so it was like
Oh,
they had
really?
played some of the songs live from the soundtrack, so it was like even better trying to watch it and hearing that. Um, Jeff Bridges was great in it when they came back. The throwback to the 80s like graphics and stuff when they went back into his like Tron world and
We're
stuff.
definitely in the dude version of Flynn
Yes,
in
yeah,
this.
it was it
He's
was
got the
very much.
robes.
It was
Yeah.
very much. I think one of the biggest crimes this movie had though was the fact that Cameron Monaghan had like 2 minutes of time. I thought we were going to see him more as a character, and he had like 2 minutes of airtime in that film.
Who did he play? I don't
He
even.
was one of the red guards. He said like two lines,
Oh,
and he had like half his face covered. And I was like, oh man, I was like, that's Cameron. That's that guy from Joker and Star Wars. I was like, sweet.
yeah.
And then he was like
Cal
gone. I'm like,
Kestis. Yeah.
what? It's like, no, he was in it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes tops. And I was like, God.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Yeah, there
Yeah.
was the cast was interesting. I mean, we got the one. So basically, there was, I would say, approximately 4 main characters in this film. 5, maybe, I guess. Well, 6, maybe. I mean, you had the antagonist. Gillian Anderson was in this film as mom, disappointed mom,
Yep.
which was
Right.
fun. Good role for her. It wasn't very
Yep.
long. She didn't have to do much to get a paycheck. Then we've got the actress who played the lead. I really liked her. I don't think I've ever seen her in anything. She was great.
She didn't remind me of anything, but I thought she was really good. And then I forgot to mention Evan Peters in it too. I love Evan Peters, so
He is he's very good. He is very good.
I love him.
I mean, his role was interesting because it was
Mhm.
felt a little bit layered at times, and her name is Greta Lee. That's the lead.
Yeah, I
She
was
was
just
one of
kind
the
of
leads
looking to
of
see what else
Come.
she's in.
Past Lives, The Morning Show, House of Dynamite, which is just brand new, Russian Doll, Late Fame,
Oh, she's in House of
Sisters,
Dynamite.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
Across the Universe. So yeah, I mean, she's been in things, and this is like her
Yeah.
first main role, which unfortunately, yeah,
Right.
Jason, Into the Spider-Verse, absolutely. It's she's 42, and yeah, I thought she was great. And this,
Yeah.
I don't think there was a love story, but I do feel like it was more like she was like a mother figure to him in some ways, maybe like a
That
sister,
probably makes sense more. Yeah.
which was great. I felt like there
Yep.
didn't have to be a romance, and it would be kind of
No.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really I did enjoy the film. I did find parts for the tone was so a little bit off in regards
Hmm.
to the main reason it was off. It was Jared Leto's direction on how he was supposed to play the character. I thought Jared Leto did fine. It was
Yeah.
just some of the things he was supposed to come across in his approach. It was almost like he was very human.
Right.
Um, and some of the things he was really into, I don't know, it felt like it was a little too cloying to certain nostalgia buffs of a certain time.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
And he just got a little bit too like he was a little too human. I'm like, okay, I
Hmm.
wanted a little bit more, like you think of Data and all these other
Yep.
characters throughout time who are kind of like the Tin Man trying to become a human.
Hmm.
And I felt like he was already close to being human. I mean, except for just
Right.
not having a real body. So,
Right.
yeah, but I mean, I like the cast. I thought the movie was really a visual masterpiece. I liked seeing it in the real world. Nothing makes me happier than seeing light cycles with those
So
blades and
good.
causing havoc when they're taking on the
So
jets. And
good.
I mean, it's so cool. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
really love it. Yeah.
Yep. I love it.
So yeah. So I mean, I would give I mean, if I was going to give the movie, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I mean,
Yep.
not the greatest, but I was highly entertained.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, a really good solid 7 out of 10. And yeah, it as we know, it did not do well in theaters at all, and it feels like there's just a lot of hate against it because Jared is in it. Anytime I'm scrolling through like TikTok or other reels, you've got some people like, "Oh, this is so good," and then others are just like, "I can't see it because Jared Leto's in it." I'm like, "Why?" I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it, but
He's got a bad reputation, unfortunately. I mean,
he
I was
does.
one of the few. I was one of the few people that thought Morbius was a decent film for the first 2/3 of it, and then the end was just like horrible.
Yeah,
Which I thought was kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think he may be not a leading man. I think he may
yeah,
be a better character actor or best supporting actor. I mean, he won an
yep.
Oscar, so he can obviously
Yeah,
act.
I
But
was
yeah,
thinking of like some of his best roles while I was watching that, and it is him being a supporting actor. Well, I think it was a Dallas Buyers Club, I think.
yeah, and he
And
lost
then
all of that
also for
weight. Yeah,
Blade Runner 2049, he was
yeah,
a supporting actor, and he was fantastic. So it's yeah, like you said, I guess he just needs to be off to the side, I guess, because I do like him, but
yeah.
I guess a lot of people don't.
I mean, he was amazing in Urban Legend, so don't forget that. Deep cut. Oh, look at we got Freight Conductor, How You Doing, a fellow Michigander, and we got a couple. Basically, we've got Jason said Jared Leto's best role was Angel Face in Fight Club. Holy crap, I did not remember he was even in that film. And then Freight Conductor says his best movie was Lord of War, and it's a movie I never saw, and that's a Nicolas
That's a good
Cage
one.
film, right? So,
That's a good one.
wow, so awesome. Thank you guys for the comments. We're loving this. So we're gonna move on from movies. So let's talk about a book. I did not read a book, so Clint, you're gonna talk about a book you read.
Okay, yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl and Freight actually just came in just in time because I believe Freight has read them all. He said that. I recently started it. I had heard about it for quite some time, um, and I didn't know if I would get into the style because it's called Lit RPG. So the main character actually like levels up in the book, and it's not necessarily this one. There's multiple other books like medieval books where the knight gets stronger, more holy powers, and can take on bigger enemies. It's the same kind of in this. So I was like, I don't know if that will transition well to a book. So I started this on audio, and it's just written so well. It's done so well. The definitely the audiobook is the way to go if you can. The voice acting in it is phenomenal. The world is super good. Basically, the this there's multiple corporations out in the universe, I guess, and they come to different planets and they just destroy the planet, and whoever's left has to go in this dungeon, and they have to make it through 10 floors or more, and as they're going through the floors they level up, get better gear, blah blah blah. But it's this universal corporations make the dungeons kind of based on like fandom from the like Earth. So this one, so there's like goblins, there's all kinds of other things. There's so many mix mash of types of
Hmm.
enemies, NPCs. There's dungeons. Obviously, there's like towns and stuff. And as he's killing stuff, he levels up. He gets skills, and on the third floor, he gets to pick an extra class. So when he actually survived the crush, his cat Donut came along with him. And when the cat comes into the dungeon, she's able to get a voice. All of a sudden, her name is Princess Donut now, and her character is very much a feline. What you think princess, like I'm better than everybody type of thing, shooting lasers from her eyes and stuff. And it's really hard to explain, because when you hear it, you're like, that sounds like wild, but it is written so well. And Matt really fleshes out the characters, and he makes the world believable somehow, as crazy as it is. The characters are fantastic. The whole leveling system, the loot system, as you're killing things and stuff, just phenomenal. I love it, and it is hilarious. I've read several like funny books, and I'm just like, I've smiled, I've smirked. I'm like, okay, I just don't really laugh at books.
Some things are like humorous, like,
Yeah, and I'm
I
like,
see
oh,
what you
okay,
did
I'll
there.
smile.
Good pun.
All through the books I've read, I'm on the fourth one now. I will literally like belly laugh while I'm
That's
reading
amazing.
So it's just so well done. And if you are someone that does, into pop culture and video games, it doesn't have to be just video games. It can be movies, it could be TV series. The way he intricates it to the world, you're like, oh, I get that. There's like tons of Easter eggs and stuff. It's just, yeah, if you get a chance, or you've been on the fence of this style of reading, definitely check it out. It's so good. So good.
Yeah. Freight's been on adding some comments here, and he's like, he loves that Carl always loots everything that isn't nailed down after every encounter.
Yeah,
very
because they
much
don't
a
have
gamer.
like he doesn't have inventory space, so it does. You think of like when you're playing Skyrim or a Fallout, where you're just picking up everything. Like, I'll use it at some point,
Not
and
encumbered.
then like, and then he'll be like running from an enemy, and he'll just like start dumping stuff from his inventory, like tables and bodies, whatever, to like block the path. And it's just so good.
And then he says his character, I guess this is his Skyrim character, Princess Donut Queen Anne Chunk, or is that the name of the character in the book?
That's she has that like name in it. So
Okay.
What's funny is like you could pick different classes. He picks like, something standard, but she picks her class on the third floor is a childhood actor. So each
Wow.
each new dungeon, she starts over as a new like person, and is basically gets new skills that she gets to carry those skills over. So she has a multiple pool of skills instead of from just one class. If you're into RPGs or like massive multiplayer games or just video games in general, definitely read it. And I would honestly highly advise the audiobook. The gentleman that does the voices is phenomenal and just brings so much character to the world. Definitely check it out. But yeah, even reading them is hilarious.
That sounds awesome. I mean, this if I'm kind of trying to visualize this, it's kind of like a Ready Player One, but kind of moving towards RPG. You're not actually, it's gamifying kind of the story, bringing those elements that would actually represent what you would do as a gamer.
It also reminds me of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where like the aliens come and destroy our Earth for the minerals, I think, if I remember correctly, and then he goes into space and it's all like new and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that, with like having different corporations and stuff like that. But there's a whole like not streaming, but the galaxy is watching all these thousands and thousands of people that made it, and the better you are, the more streamers you get watching you, so you get more followers, you get more people that sub, or they will gift you packages in the game. So like it like involves like streaming into the world as well.
All right.
But that's the first one there. Yeah.
Yeah. Narrated by Jeff Hayes. And I think we were talking about the fact that they add in, what's his name? Putty and Joe from Family Guy. As voice actor, Patrick Warburton. So there you go. Well, very cool. Yeah. I've that might be something I put on my list, because I'm going to be flying for, planes are the best time for me to read, because I have minimal distraction, can't get on the internet. So there we go. Appreciate it for the recommendation. So yeah, check that out. And then Freight also says, remind me of Hunger Games with the packages and sponsors.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so good.
Well, I'm gonna pivot to something a little different,
Okay.
is one of the best things I did this week was I went to a museum. The Bakken Museum is a museum in Minneapolis. It's a very cool museum because it's basically created by basically the creator of the pacemaker. Made
Oh,
$1
okay.
million or whatever, and he decided to use his money for good. And actually, I want to bring up the video of that with this guy does 1 minute video, or he does 1 minute tours of things in Minnesota. And so
Oh,
he
that's
did the
cool.
Bakken, which so you can kind of see it. But basically, he donated his home to basically become a museum focusing on science. And
Nice.
there is scientific experiments that you can do. There's a whole history of the pacemaker because Medtronic's in Minneapolis, and talks about how that technology was created. And then it's a beautiful space. And one of my favorite parts is they have this really cool dedicated area where it's essentially all about Mary Shelley, because Mary Shelley
Oh,
wrote Frankenstein, and it's kind of a little mix of
awesome.
Frankenstein, why it was created, the story, this is one of the first books about science and science fiction, really kind of maybe
That's
how
awesome.
science fiction got started. And within it, you can go into this little room with probably holds like 20 people, and there's a little audio drama with like a set, and there's like a narration of basically it's an adaptation of Frankenstein.
That's
And it's
awesome.
very cool because you see like lightning, the lights are used, practical stuff, and it's amazing.
That's
So
super
it's really
cool.
fun. It's 10 minutes long, and then you go, you leave, and then it's like you can see some of the things from Mary Shelley. But I was also there for my wife. She had an author event to celebrate STEM with books about STEM. My wife wrote a book about aliens. It was
Awesome.
a book through Capstone, and it was basically choose your own adventure called "Can You Find an Alien?" My wife was
Nice.
asked to write a book about the scientific part of aliens, basically like sightings and things like that. So she got to do that. So she got to be a
That's
featured
cool.
author. Got to
That's
read her
great.
book, and it was a lot of fun. So, but once again, reminds me of how awesome museums are, how fun they can be. If you got a weekend, go check out a museum. If you got family visiting you, take them to a museum. It's always worth your money. If you're in Minneapolis, check out the Bakken. It's pretty awesome. It's a beautiful area, right around some amazing houses. A lot of money in that area, so check it out.
I love museums. I'm definitely one of those people. Over the weekend, I was down, like I said, in Boston. I went to Gloucester and Rockport, so we went to a lot of the naval museums down there. So
Oh
that
yeah,
that was cool.
very very cool. Um, so let's see, what do we want to talk about next? Oh, let's talk about mm, maybe a game. So
Fright knows which
Clint,
one this one is. Battlefield
I did
6.
not play this game, but I want to hear about it
That's
from your
okay.
perspective.
Yeah, so Battlefield 6 is back. Or I shouldn't say back. Battlefield is back for me. I've been a fan of Battlefield since 1942, way, way back. Wasn't too happy with 2042. So this one's out. It's fantastic. It's crushing it with numbers. Reviews for multiplayer side are fantastic. The campaign's hit or miss, as with most major multiplayer games, Call of Duty and stuff like that. But I am absolutely loving it. I haven't played it too much because, like I said, I was away the last weekend. I was busy last night. I've probably put maybe like 8 hours into it so far. Absolutely loving it. Just so much fun. I was playing with Freight last night for a little bit.
All
Just
right.
playing with a bunch of friends, and it's just so much fun. The tagline only in Battlefield, and it's so true. Just like people calling out things like helicopters coming, Humvees are jumping over you, you're firing rockets, you're shooting tank shells at helicopters and trying to knock them out. Just super super fun. They did a fantastic job with this one. The graphics are great, gunplay feels really good. shotgun's a little overpowered, but I think that's every game.
I heard
But
about that. Even I'm not playing the game, but I heard the shotgun is a problem.
but it's fantastic. Absolutely loving it. If you were a Battlefield fan but kind of fell off because of 2042, which is totally understandable, definitely check it out. It's just so much fun. Even if you don't have a group of friends to play with, it's a blast. And just one of those games that's good, super fun to play, but you're laughing just because of the carnage that's going on around you. Super fun.
So, as someone who I played in the beta,
Mhm.
I had fun, even though I had no clue what I was doing. Like, I mean, I'm like in this mode
I don't
where I'm
think
like,
many people do when they play it anyway, so you're fine.
literally, I was like, okay, I go out and start gunning down people. I'm like, okay, I think I was like a healer class, whatever, medic, whatever you
Support
call it.
probably, yep.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, because that's where I should be because I'm not very good. Then I like would get killed, and then I could choose where I was going to get back to, and I'm like, oh, now I'm in a tank. I'm like, that's cool. So I ran around, did my best to shoot people, and I'm like, well, that was fun, and like died, and like our tank went down, or couldn't traverse. So like, okay, well, let's get out of there before it explodes. And then I did something else. So I had fun, but of course it was like free, and it was like an
Yeah,
hour.
yep,
I'm like, yeah, that was cool.
yep,
I understand why people really get into it. It kind of reminds me
yep.
of like you're not there to be the hero and you're getting hit. It's kind of like stuff is happening and you have to play around, which
Oh,
makes me
yeah.
feel like that's my favorite type of game where it's like I love PvE because everybody's together on a mission to
Mhm.
take something out. Everyone can support. Where Call of Duty, I just it's not
Yeah,
for
Call
me.
of Duty is just, like, so fast-paced, and Battlefield's fast-paced too, but, like you said, if you're working with a squad, like, it was me, Rick, and Freight were playing last night, and where we were talking and we're like, "Okay, we're gonna go to A from around this way, and there's a tank coming," it's very coordinated, which makes it, that much more of a fun experience. And then, like, Freight left to go stream, Rick had to leave, so I was just playing by myself. I was still having fun, but it was just straight carnage at that point. Like, I had no idea what was going on because everybody was going everywhere. There was no communication, so it can be very, strategic and crazy, or it can just be crazy.
So you mentioned the campaign. So for myself, I do want to try the campaign. I was really disappointed in it because of Game Pass. Sometimes with EA Play, you get a 10-hour trial. Did not include
Yeah.
that, so you can't play it. So
Yep.
obviously, I think that's part of it because the campaign is like very short. So you may
Mhm.
beat the game in that trial. So if
Yep.
they didn't
Yep.
want to do it, or maybe they should just open the multiplayer for 10 hours because if you're going to be in that game, 10 hours doesn't seem like much for multiplayer game, but I could be
No, yeah,
wrong.
especially with as
Yeah.
much as that there is to unlock. There's multiple skins, weapon attachments. Yeah.
I may try EA Play Pro because I have PC. It's like $16 a month. My
Yep.
only issue is because I mean I could play Madden on that plus this game, and I thought if college football was on there too, and I'm like, oh, I can play 3 games for like
Yep.
$16 and just
Is
get
college
my
football
play.
not part of EA Play?
It's not on PC.
Oh, really?
I know. I was like, what? Yeah, because
Interesting,
this is
because I
year
remember
two
when that
of
was coming
yeah,
back, everybody was
yeah.
like, "Oh, man, this is huge," and, that's
Well, it took
interesting.
forever for Madden to even be on PC, so,
That's true.
they're making headway, but yes, it's so I was like, "Oh, well, at least I could play those 3 games." I'm like, "Well, I'm not really gonna probably get much into Madden, but I may play some NCAA since my team sucks, I can make them better by me playing them and coaching them." So yeah, I will probably get into it. I think they typically drop EA Play games or on that sort of 6 months to a year later. I'm guessing
Yeah.
this one might be a year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and, I think that's if you're looking for the campaign, I would say wait and get it on that or wait for a deep sale.
Yeah.
The campaign itself is pretty short, and I haven't played the campaign myself, but I heard it's not the best, so I definitely wouldn't suggest going out dropping $70 for a really short campaign if you're not gonna get into the multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to try it, just play around with it. And Clint, because I'm El Cheapo, I have GameFly. As I've always said, I'm one of the few people that still have GameFly. I can get Battlefield
Yeah.
6 on PlayStation 5 through GameFly if
Yep.
I want to, but right now
Yep.
I've got Vampire the Masquerade 2 in my lock, so I'm hoping to try that because I want a spooky
Ah,
game.
I want that game to be good, Todd. I want that game to be
It
good so
drops
bad.
next week, so we should get
I know.
reviews very soon,
I want it
unless
to
it's
be
really
good.
bad, and we won't get reviews until like the day it
No,
drops.
I want it to be. I love the old Vampire Masquerade so much.
Oh, me too.
But
It's
this
a
one
really
has
cool
been through
looking
like
game.
development hell, so it's just like, I hope it's good. I hope it is.
Yeah, I remember when that first trailer dropped, and I'm like, "Oh, that looks really cool," and then we never saw it again, and
Yep.
it's like, "Oh, it's coming back." Game Informer, I think, did a cover on it, and I'm like, "Well, that
Yeah,
makes me
which I
feel
thought I was like,
better."
"That's kind of good, right?"
Yeah, they wouldn't wanna talk to someone with the game that's bad. I think
Right,
they're
right.
discerning enough to say there's something there. So I'm hoping
Yeah,
it's one of those games that surprises us, and
I
it,
hope so.
I'm guessing it'll be probably more of a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10 or something
Yeah,
like that, which is
yeah.
perfectly fine for me.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yep,
expecting a masterpiece, but I don't want a disaster.
yep,
Um,
yep.
yeah. So, yeah, I'm still playing Yote, so I don't really wanna talk about that again because I have not played enough to talk more about it, but I'm
I haven't
really loving
played
it. That's
I've
where my
gotten
focus
it,
is.
but I've only gotten a few hours into it. I just
Mhm.
Battlefield came out, I was busy, and,
Battlefield's of the time. You are in it
Battlefield
if
is
you're in it. Yep.
yeah, and yeah, Battlefield and me are it's rough. It's a love-love relationship, but I know everything else takes a back burner
Well,
when Battlefield
Battlefield's been
comes
gone
out.
for so long and not loved,
Yep,
so
yep,
enjoy
so
it while you
it feels
can.
good.
Yeah. I don't imagine you're getting a sequel next year, so enjoy it while you can. But I hope it sounds like you're gonna get a lot of content though, so that's good.
I hope so.
Yeah, and then, Freight Conductor says you can stream college football with cloud via Game Pass. I will look into that. If I can do
Oh,
that, that could be pretty fun. Because I
interesting.
could just play it on PC because I could just
Yeah,
then stream it to my PC. So I
yeah.
will check it in. I might need more details because right now I'd have to find out where I do that unless it's just my phone. If it's just my phone,
Well, if you have the Xbox app on your
oh, on
PC,
PC.
you'd
Yeah.
be able to
Okay.
just
Dumb
cloud
Todd. Yes, that's right. Or yeah. So
or from your Xbox or something. I
I
can't remember.
don't
I'm
have
not
an
sure how
Xbox
it
anymore.
works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say you don't have an Xbox anymore. Mm.
But maybe if it is truly just cloud and then I can do it through there on the PC, great. Awesome. Well, very cool. So let's see. I want to talk about something, essentially a documentary, which
Oh,
I
okay.
love. I love documentaries
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love stories about things that happen in the world of
Yep.
cinema, especially horror.
Okay.
So if you have Shudder, there's a series called Cursed Films, and I don't know if this trailer is going to show or not. We have- Uh, Films is a documentary where they bring in people that were involved with the film, but also reporters, people of the time, people that are familiar with the film, and also experts in the area that it's talking about why it's cursed and kind of talk about curses. So the one I watched was on
Ah.
film, and this film was really interesting because they had multiple weird occurrences that happened. Some people thought it was cursed because it obviously deals with the Antichrist, Damien, and so they ended up talking to Satanists and they talked to witches and like people about curses and what's the point and some people said well the devil doesn't want to be found so it should have not been cursed, right? It should have been like nothing happened to see
Right.
here and
Nothing to see
yeah,
here. Yep.
exactly. So it was really entertaining. Like Richard Donner was in a lot of this. I was surprised. And
Hmm.
obviously the director, not many people are alive from this film because it happened in 1978, but it was really cool to talk about all the things that
Hmm.
occurred. Was it a mere coincidence? Was it truly cursed? And I just really enjoyed it. It's very fun. It's about 30 minutes long. So if you have Shudder, they have some
I do.
amazing
Yeah.
documentaries. They have like the best moments in horror. They have like topics like they did one on Stephen King where it was like every episode was about a specific type of Stephen King type of horror subject with different people. I just love hearing about how films are done or something about them because I'm not
Mhm.
always going to see all these films, but really enjoyed it. It was great.
Interesting.
If you get a chance, definitely check out Cursed Films
Yeah.
and Shudder's other content.
I do like Shudder. Shudder's got some good stuff on there.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. I appreciate that we're getting content like that, and oh, it looks like I was just looking at the YouTube right now. It's showing the trailer, so we're good to
We're
go.
good. We're
Clint,
good.
we didn't get busted. Awesome.
Apparently just can't show Jared Leto. That's all, I guess.
Apparently, yeah, he's too hot for YouTube. um, Oh, there, like, look at the parade. He says, "I felt bad after the last MSU game that I had to drop 50 on Michigan." Yep, yep, that's the whole point. If your season's going badly, you can play really well and make your team look that much better. Okay, Clint, Now we're gonna wrap up the show with the best thing you ate.
Yeah, so like I said, I was down in Rockport and Gloucester, and I was walking down in Main Street. I actually met up with Ellery or um, Cinnamon Cleeks, might see
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
goodness,
so I
Ellery!
get
I
to
added her to the group, and I'd
yep,
love to hear from Ellery. Great
yep. So
person.
I
They're really cool.
so fantastic. So I met with them down there, and we were just walking along Main Street, had breakfast. I probably should put that in there. I had cider donut French toast. So they, made they took two cider donuts and
What?
made them, dipped them in the French toast thing,
Oh
put it
my
on a
gosh.
plate, whipped cream, and then like an apple crisp on top of it with maple syrup.
Oh.
It was it was pretty divine. But then we went to we were just walking along Main Street, and there was this Italian place. And I was like, let's just walk in because I love food. If I see anything, I can be like bursting of being too full, but if I see something interesting, I'm like, I have to try it. I have to eat
You
it.
get your second
Um,
wind.
exactly.
Second
Um,
breakfast.
exactly. I'm like a hobbit. So we went in there. It smelled amazing. Just people in the back just making fresh sauces and fresh pasta. So I had gotten like a bunch of fresh ravioli with some like different cheeses inside that I can't even pronounce. Was some fancy cheeses and some potato like gnocchi.
Oh, gnocchi is
I love that
amazing.
stuff. And bought some of their sauce. So last night I made it last night, and man, that was just like every bite was just so good. It just tasted so fresh, and the sauces had so much, or the sauce had so much. Like you could taste like different ingredients as you were eating it. It was just like a little bit of basil here with an aftertaste of cheese, and I'm like, I've never had sauce like this before. You know, it it was a little expensive, but I will remember that for quite a long time. So that was my best meal, and the cider donut French toast.
Well, I found the recipe apparently. This is wheat
So that's pretty
starter.
much what it looked like. And then whipped cream, and then some apple crisp on top, and then some maple syrup. Yeah, it was really good. And Ellery had um, apple caramel walnut French toast. So it was just like French toast, same thing, apple crisp, but with caramel and maple syrup on top. Yeah, we were in heaven. There's just eating sugary stuff, talking about games.
My God.
It was great. It was a good time.
That sounds
It
amazing.
was a good time,
Yeah, yeah. Nothing like just enjoying good food, I tell you. And you
right?
know what? It's good food. If you pay for good food and it delivers, it's worth it. When you
Perfectly
when you pay
fine.
for food that doesn't deliver and you spend that much money,
I'm mad for
I
a
went.
week.
Oh, I had that this weekend. I was so excited. I'm like scallops, and won't go into it because that was not the best thing I ate this week. I
Oh
think they
no.
decided to crust my scallops with just pepper, and it was horrible.
Oh.
It was supposed to be
Oh.
paprika, and it was supposed to be sweet
Oh
paprika.
no. Yeah, and scallops aren't
Yeah.
cheap either.
Oh no, it was not a cheap dish, but you know what? My
Oh,
wife enjoyed hers, so it was worth her. But
well,
the
that's good.
ceviche was good. One of our favorite restaurants too. But I felt bad. My wife's like, "Why don't you say something?" I'm like, "Well, like, kind of like." So I should have ate like after the first bite. I should have said stopped and said, "This isn't for me."
Right, right.
Did I do that? No, Clint,
No.
because I'm like, well, maybe it'll be better halfway
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, and I'm at that mentality too. Even if I eat something, I'm like, this isn't really that good. But then I feel like I'm the one that's being rude if
That's
I
why I
say.
said maybe somebody else would like it. So I give it to my wife. I mean, like, is it right? Is it me?
And then I'm just keep eating it. I'm like, why am I paying for this?
Yeah, so
But I eat it anyways.
I felt bad because I had a lot left. The risotto it just did not work as a dish.
Ah,
So I
that
took it
sucks too.
home. I took it home and I was expecting my wife to finish it, but it's still sitting. She's horrible at eating leftovers. Oh my God. It's like I'll eat it if you don't, but don't let it sit there
Right.
for 8 days and it's like, well, nobody wants it now. So yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds phenomenal. Well, the best thing I ate this week. After we went to the Bakken, I decided, let's just go to Trader Joe's, see what they got. They always have some fun, unique items.
Yep.
It's like Costco. There's always something new to decide to
Right.
find. So what did I get? These are kind of in the wheelhouse. I guess I could have taken these and turned them into French toast, and that is apple cinnamon buns. So they think of like cinnamon
Ooh.
rolls, but then they have like an apple compote, and it is so
Oh,
delicious,
that sounds
so
dangerous.
tender with all the cinnamon. I think they call it
Mm,
I forget what they call the smear. That's what they call it. The schmear that goes in the
yep,
basically
yep.
sugar and cinnamon
Ah,
with a little bit of streusel on top. It's an
mm,
amazing dish. So you get
that sounds
two for like
really good.
4.49. Delicious. There were so many other things I wanted. Apple cider donuts were there, and I'm like, oh, do I get more? Well, I'll get that. I'll behave. But I had to get some scones. So yeah, check it out. Yeah. Everybody's
Nice.
got a Trader Joe's near them, hopefully, maybe, and
Yep, yep,
it's
thankfully, that I do have one
well
of
worth it.
those, but
Okay. Well, there we go. That was the best things this week. I believe we did have some folks from our group that talked about their best things this week. So let me share that really quick. Let's see. So Chipotle Bear. So the best thing this week is Xbox ROG Ally Week. You know what? If you can afford one, congrats to
I
you.
yep, yep. I had one in my car and I was like, "No, I need to be good. Let me I don't need this. I want it. I don't need this." So I canceled it, but I if reviews come out and they say that the sleep mode is good because the last Ally was kind of like,
Yes.
eh. If they come out and say the sleep mode is good in it, I'm maybe.
Yes, yes, that's a hard one, but yeah, it does look like the device that I think a lot of people are waiting for because I want all of the libraries, not just Steam, but I
Mhm.
want the Steam Deck's execution. So it seems like
Right.
this is Microsoft finally getting together, which
Yeah.
is great if it works because that's been a big barrier for people to just because nobody wants
Yeah.
to play with drivers,
Mhm.
settings, and play with the window experience
Yeah.
without a mouse and keyboard is
It's
painful.
it's not, yeah, it's not a good time.
Keyboard ends up being the wrong size, pops up wherever, and yeah, not great. So let's see. CJ, Chris, John, says Absalom. He's loving the game. It's a roguelike combat, side-scrolling beat 'em up, and he is saying even if you don't like rogue games, you will really enjoy this. So the
Yeah.
art style's amazing.
It does
So
look beautiful.
yeah. Apparently, though, there is no cross-play as of yet, so if they add that in, then it doesn't matter where you own it.
Right.
So right now, you kinda like where you're playing, so but it's everywhere. It's on Switch, it's gonna be on PS5, PC, Xbox,
It
so
is gorgeous looking, so
yeah, it
at
looks
some point,
amazing.
maybe.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, and then Matt, Hades 2, he says Hades 2, just like Hades 1, but he was not expecting to be sold on it. Yep, I mean, nobody has said Hades if you liked Hades 1, you're gonna love Hades 2. Now, if you
Yeah.
didn't like Hades 1, I don't think Hades 2, from what I've heard, is not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
change your
probably
opinion.
not for you, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like more fleshed out and a little bit more polished, but, it's basically the same thing. I
Different
enjoy it, but,
protagonists, right? It's
yeah,
you
yeah,
die, you get more story.
yeah.
It's the execution. Apparently, they did improve some things, so it kinda
Mhm.
leads you to kinda figure out where you need the things versus not being obvious. Because before it was like, "Oh, I didn't wanna go that way because I wanted something different." So,
Right.
yeah, yeah, I love what those games are doing. I love what they're doing with the art style, the storytelling, but,
Yeah.
not for me, and I keep thinking maybe this is the road for me, but you know what? I gotta stop going down that path. It's a path, paved with expensive purchases that I don't play. So, if
Yep,
you wanna
and the
talk about a
market is
purchase,
flooded
yep.
with them too,
Oh, yeah,
so
and
it's
if you
hard
wanna
to
talk about
find a
it,
good one.
and you know what, folks, get it on Steam. At least you can try it out and return it, unless you wait way too long, installed it, but didn't play it, and that would be Baldur's Gate 3 for me, because I'm like, the FOMO got me, but not
But
for
you
me.
never played it?
No, I hate turn-based
Alright.
combat, and then just
Aw.
like it's very complex, and I'm like, no,
Oh,
I need the
very much,
dumbest
yeah.
down.
Yeah, if you don't
Yeah,
like turn-based, that's not
no,
the game for
I
you.
need the dumbest of the dumb, so that's why South Park is still my GOAT turn-based game. So, uh, there we go. Well, that is it for the best things we did, ate, played, watched, read this week. So, Clint, thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to hear what the things you loved because that's what makes me happy. Talking about the good stuff in life because we know there's plenty of bad. So, where can
Yep.
people keep track with you?
Pretty much everywhere. Bluesky, Threads, YouTube. Just type in "Spreading the Nerd." I'll pop up, and that'll be me.
Absolutely. It's great when you've got like one handle that goes across
Right.
everywhere because then it doesn't complex it. So I mean,
I was
I'm on,
trying to do that, and I was
yep.
like, I can't do this.
No,
I
it's
don't
too
have enough
hard. It's
time.
too hard.
I was trying to
It-
differentiate like with my personal account, and so I was like, nope, we're just gonna blanket.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Well, very cool. Once again, the Fandom Foundry, it's the home for many different types of podcasts. We have a fantasy football podcast called the Waiver Wire Wizards, and we will be launching a podcast all about gaming called Why We Play coming soon. And then we're also going to have another podcast all about the people that make the cool stuff you love to watch, read, or see, and how
Nice.
they do it and why they love doing it. So that's coming
Oh,
out
that's awesome.
too very soon. We're just trying to get the details lined up. So in the meantime, thank you all for joining us. Enjoying the comments, people joining us on in streaming. I love this. I was not expecting anyone, but you guys made it great. So if you want to follow the Fandom Foundry at the Fandom Foundry on YouTube, also on let's see, we're on Bluesky and Instagram. I think the only difference is there's dots between the words in Instagram. That's okay. We're also on YouTube, and we also have a website, thefandomfoundry.com, for all the stuff we do there. And we also have a Discord. If you want to join us to talk about the goofy stuff you love, find us there. And all of our stuff is also on Linktree. Yeah, Linktree has all the cool stuff too. If you want to follow me, I'm at Toxtra on Instagram and at Todd Oxtra on the Bluesky. So that is it for the week. So remember, folks, try to enjoy the best things because there's not enough in the world. So enjoy and have a great week and make this the best week ever.
Perfect.